Okay, we'll begin with Malick, starting with Tyler Donahue, followed by Rich Garcella.
Good morning, Malick. How are you?
Pretty good. How are you?
Doing well, thank you. Can you talk us through what Saturday was like, scoring that touchdown, having that moment, and Jesse Luketa picking you up? Take us into that moment for you.
Hey, it was a great moment. It was a great game. Everybody was doing their job. All line was blocking. We had Christian Vayu come in, taking care of business. So it was great. It was great to have this moment with Christian since we've been training together since we were in Canada. We've been talking about days like these, and it was just a great teamwork right there. Everybody was doing the job, and it just happened that it was my time to get an opportunity to shine.
Rich Garcella, followed by Audrey Snyder.
Good morning, Malick. How are you?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm all right, thank you. So how long do you go back with Christian, number one? And number two, what did all the guys from Canada contributing to that win Saturday mean to you?
We go pretty far back. We've been training with the same coach back home. We've been training. I think it's been 2 years now that we've been training together over there, and it was just great to see all the Canadians do pretty good this past weekend because we go through a lot of stuff to just come over here in the States. It takes a lot, and it's just great to see all the hard work pay off.
Audrey Snyder, followed by Greg Pickle.
Hey, Malick, thanks for your time. Parker Washington was telling us after the game Saturday that you and Christian have talked about that Air Canada connection for quite a while. How long have you guys been trying to plan this out, and what's maybe the hardest part or the most difficult part of your journey to Penn State that maybe we wouldn't realize?
Ever since we met, ever since he committed to Penn State, that was a dream of ours to do. Just come over here and kind of do our things and represent Canada. So it's pretty great that it just started. So we hope that many more moments like these gonna come in the future. And I would say the artist. Can you ask me that other question again, please?
Yeah, for sure. What was maybe the hardest part of your journey to getting to Penn State that maybe we wouldn't know about or wouldn't realize?
I would say it's just the fact being from Canada, you don't have a lot of opportunities. Like, just you got to do everything to come over to Penn State and do camps and stuff like that. Like being from the United States, you have already the chance to be around the people. The people gonna come to your games, see how you doing. But being from Canada, you just don't have that type of, how it's called, opportunity. That's what I would say.
Greg Pickle, followed by Donnie Collins.
Malick, we've heard a lot about your speed and athleticism. Can you share some of the testing numbers that showcase that improvement or change between the time you got to campus and now?
I'm a pretty fast guy. And we've been working with Beach a lot. And I definitely improved my numbers ever since I came here. And I think that's all I can say for now.
Donnie Collins, followed by Mark Brennan.
Hey, Malick, what was the biggest transition for you once you got here? Just transitioning to the style, the way the game is played in the United States as opposed to Canada? What was the biggest difference for you?
I say the biggest difference is the fact that everything is way faster. The Canadian field is pretty big. You have motions before the plays, all that. I'll say just the timing is way quicker. Everything happens really quick. And I think that's a big adjustment I had to get adjusted to.
Malick, when did you start playing football, American football? And was there a time, when did you realize that it might be an avenue to a college scholarship? Thanks.
I started playing football in like 8th grade. Growing up, I was a big soccer player. So I did not see football as a main sport for me. I thought soccer would have been my weight. And it just grew up on me after 3 years of playing football. I really started liking it, and I started doing camps everywhere. And that's where I really realized that I could make some out of football and become play in the United States for Penn State, all them big schools like that. So it really started early for me. I say the vision to come to the States and play for some top school like Penn State.
Joe Smeltzer, followed by Tyler Donahue.
Malik, obviously this week you're focused on Michigan State. Then after that, your focus is going to be on the bowl game. But as 2021 winds down, have you given any thought at all to what 2022 might look like and how your role might change or increase?
Right now, I'm really focused on the next few games. There's going to be some big things ahead of us. But right now, we're really focusing on Michigan State and being 1-0 this week.
Tyler Donahue, followed by Joe Giuliano.
Malik, James Franklin told us earlier this month that you had a preseason injury that kind of set you out for a little while. Can you talk about working through that, getting back involved, and kind of what you had to go through mentally and physically to get where you're at now?
It was a little hard, but we back now. We back now. That's all I can say out there.
Go ahead, Joe, followed by Rich Scarcella.
Yeah, hi, Malik. Could you take us through the play where you scored the touchdown, like second by second? Like, what was your pattern, and when you saw how open you were, what was going through your mind?
Basically, I had an over route, and it's basically I just got to get over the field and get in the quarterback vision. So I just take the first step, and I see the cornerback going to the left, and I'm just wide open. I just go on top of the safety. I see myself wide open. I raise my hand. Christian see me, catch the ball, and just run out there in the open field. It was a great feeling.
Rich Scarcella, followed by Andrew Destin.
Malik, how much did the presence of Jesse Luketa and Jonathan Sutherland affect your decision to come to Penn State? And secondly, what kind of mentors have they been to you since you've been there?
It affected my decision a lot, especially Jesse Luketa, because he speaks French too. It's great to come because my first language is French. I'm still not that good with English. I'm still trying to figure it out. And it's great to have a person that you can talk to in your own language, your first language. So that definitely had a major impact on me choosing Penn State. And ever since I've been here, they've been great mentors. I'll be spending a lot of time. We'll be going to dinners and stuff like that. We just talk through stuff and talk through what's going on with life and stuff like that. So it's been great ever since I came here.
Andrew Destin, followed by Audrey Snyder.
Malik, you got your first game action against Illinois and ended up getting your first catch against Maryland. I'm kind of curious, when did you start to feel comfortable within the program? Was that something that happened this year, last year? When did you start to feel, comfortable?
I say last year was really how it's called a growing up year for me. I just had to get the feel from the difference between Canadian football and American football. I say this year I started getting pretty comfortable, and with all the work we do, all the practices we do, they practice like the practice is just like the games. You get in the practice, and they really prepare you towards the game. And I feel like we can see that.
Audrey Snyder, followed by Mark Brennan.
Coach Stubblefield was telling us last week that he thinks you're someone who can take the top off of defenses, but that you're always smiling and that you're always like seemingly really happy, and your teammates have said that too. Where do you think that comes from, that happiness?
I say I just love being around people. I love talking to people. I love being around people. I love doing what I love, playing football around great persons. And my mom too, she always smiling. So I think I definitely got that from my mom.
Mark Brennan, followed by Travis Johnson.
Malick, you said that English isn't necessarily easy for you. I wonder what that transition was like playing football, because there's so much communication that has to go on out there on the field. How did that learning process go for you?
Sir, at the beginning, it was pretty hard because my English really wasn't like that. But ever since, as long as I'm trying hard and we work at it every day, so it started coming in pretty easy now, and we definitely got better from last year.
Travis Johnson, followed by Joe Smeltzer.
Malick, you said you made the transition from soccer. That was your first sport. I'd imagine that's maybe two very different sports. What was it about football that appealed to you and made you not want to go back? And what kind of soccer player were you?
Hey, I was a pretty good soccer player, man. I can't lie to you. I really love soccer. I was a pretty good player, but I started playing football. I really didn't like it. Sometimes I was missing practices and stuff like that to go to my soccer practices. That's how much I love soccer. And it just grew up on me. I saw that I wasn't pretty good at the beginning, so I had to work really hard. And I feel like just the fact of working hard like that, it gave me a great work ethic, and it paid off. So I really started liking football, and I started making plays. So it was pretty fun.
Malick, how has it been working with Coach Stubblefield, and what are some things that you've learned from him that have helped make you better?
Hey, it's been pretty good. It's been great. Me and my roommate and all the receivers I came in 2020, we've been working with Coach Stubblefield for now 2 years now. It's been great work. We learned a lot about releases, everything, how it's called, coverage recognition. I don't know how to say that word yet. Recognition, something like that. It's been pretty good. We know how to identify defenses, and we work a lot on our foundations, and I think it's going to take us pretty far.
Donnie Collins, followed by Max Ralph.
Malick, was there somebody who kind of pushed you toward football that kind of explained the opportunities there? And what do you think your next step is, to become a better receiver here? What are some of the things you think you need to learn?
Somebody that pushed me to play football, his name is Yves Dossou, is one of my coaches back home at my high school, Saint Stanislas. That was my high school when I was in Saint Jerome. That's definitely somebody that pushed me towards football. And I said the next step for me is just get in and out my cuts, get better on my route running, and just take it from there.
We have time for 2 more questions, and then we'll have a couple more at the end as well. I'm going to give these questions to Max Ralph and then Colin Blaze.
Hey, Malick, I'm just curious what it was like seeing guys like yourself and Christian and Kevon, young guys on the team, step up and play an important role in a game on senior day.
Hey, it was pretty good. It was pretty good because we've been working hard. Everybody's been working hard. And I feel like we have a next man up type of mentality. If somebody goes down, somebody else going to get up and he's going to execute at the same level, not even better than the guy before. So it's good to see young guys playing because everybody working hard and everybody getting their chance to get better.
Bonjour Malick. Petite question sur votre TD de samedi dernier. Qu'est-ce qui se passe dans votre tête pendant toute cette longue chevauchée? Vous avez genre 50 yards à parcourir avec la balle. Qu'est-ce qui se passe dans votre tête pendant ces 50 yards?
C'est incroyable, c'était le meilleur feeling de ma vie. J'étais juste j'avais un crossing route et j'ai été dans la vision de Christian. Il m'a lancé le ballon. J'ai vu que personne n'était à côté de moi. J'ai commencé à courir et je suis allé scorer.
Merci et bonne continuation à Penn State.
Merci beaucoup.
Go ahead, Stéphane.
Bonjour Malick, Stéphane Cadorette du Journal de Montréal. Content de faire ta connaissance. Félicitations pour ton match.
Merci beaucoup.
Je voudrais savoir, est-ce que tu as l'impression que c'est que le début, que toi et Christian, vous avez un super futur ensemble à Penn State?
Définitivement, définitivement, c'est quelque chose qu'on parlait depuis que les deux on a commis à Penn State. Et ça fait du bien de commencer cette aventure avec lui.
Est-ce que peux-tu me décrire à quel point tu peux apprendre d'un receveur comme Jahan Dotson qui risque d'être un premier choix au repêchage au printemps? À quel point ça aide ton cheminement?
Ça aide vraiment beaucoup. Après les pratiques, on reste ensemble, on fait du extra work. So, ça aide vraiment beaucoup. Des gars comme Parker Washington, Keandre Lambert, John Dawson, ça fait vraiment du bien pour ton propre travail.
Dernière question, parce que tu as pris beaucoup de temps déjà, moi, je te remercie, mais est-ce que c'est surprenant pour toi de réussir un toucher aussitôt dans ta carrière à Penn State?
Je dirais pas que c'est surprenant parce on travaille vraiment beaucoup pour ça, puis on travaille vraiment beaucoup en pratique, et tout ce qu'on fait en pratique, ça transitionne pour les games, puis je pense que juste le travail à payer, puis ça fait du bien.
Merci beaucoup.
Pas de problème.
We actually have time for a few more questions here. So I'm going to go to Tyler Donahue, followed by Audrey Snyder.
All right, appreciate that. Malick, with Parker and Keandre, guys you came in with last year, what was it like to see them play so much as freshmen? And, how did that motivate you maybe working alongside them, even though it was only in practice for you?
Hey, it feels good. It feels good to see your people eat. I came in with them. We're in the same class, so it feels good. It feels really great to see my friends go on the field and just execute and just play well. So it just show you can do it too.
Audrey Snyder, followed by Andrew Destin.
Hey, Malick, I don't think we've ever had a press conference go like that where we've switched languages in between. So that was pretty cool. What's it been like learning with Jahan Dotson, and how has he maybe helped you develop?
Hey, it's been great. Like I said in French, just learning from Jahan, Parker, Keandre, really all the receivers in the room. Everybody comes with a different approach, and everybody brings something to the table that is different for another person. And it's just great to learn from everybody. Since I'm from Canada, I did not know much before I came here, and it just feels good to just learn, take a little bit from everybody, and just put in the work.
Andrew Destin and Rich Scarcella.
Je ne comprends pas très bien français. Question for you about your soccer background. You just talked about it there briefly, but how do you think that's helped you as a football player make that transition? What skills have you kind of taken from the football field there, or to the football field?
I say my footwork is something that is pretty good from soccer because you work a lot on your footwork. I'm pretty good with my feet, and I say it's something else. It's just endurance, like cardio, like soccer. That's all you do. You just run all day, and I feel like my cardio is something that is pretty good for me.
Last two questions. We'll go to Rich, and then Audrey, you can finish this up.
Malick, before I ask you the question, your English is very good, so I wouldn't say that it's not good. It's very good.
Thank you.
Secondly, what can you tell us? Can you tell us something about Christian that maybe we don't know about, that we don't know? Something, because you know him obviously a lot better than we know him.
Hey, he's just a pretty chill guy, man. He's just a pretty chill guy. He's a cool dude, and he just a workaholic. He just worked really hard, and I think that pays off this Saturday. And y'all seeing a little bit of what he can do on that field.
Go ahead, Audrey.
Malick, what's it been like living with Parker Washington, getting to know him, and what ways do you think you guys, both two different skill sets, can kind of complement this offense?
Hey, it's been pretty good living with Parker. Since I'm from Canada, you're from Texas, I feel like we're from different they're different worlds, and it's pretty good to see how it goes in Texas. I'm telling him how it goes in Canada. And as far as football, I think he helped me a lot. He helped me a lot ever since we came in. We started working hard. We was doing extra work together, drill work, cone works, everything. So he helps me a lot for real.
Thanks, Malick. Appreciate it.
No doubt.
Thank you very much for your time, Malick. Really appreciate it. Thanks for everyone on the call. Appreciate your cooperation.